Okay, so I've done an experiment that's gone on for about a month now, and today I finally have some conclusive results. What it was is I wanted to see what type of ash would actually create alkaline water, and I'm going to show you here today why you have to use wood ash versus charcoal briquettes if you want to create lye water, which is an alkaline water. And so I have 3 strips here, and I'll dip them into each. Now this one is charcoal briquette ash that was pulled out of my barbecue, and I used tap water in this one to fill it up. I used an equal amount of tap water as there was volume of ashes. So, and in this one I used an equal amount of rainwater as volume of ashes. In this one, this ash was burned from sticks, from tree cuttings, from my yard, and I also mixed equal amount of water, rainwater in this instance, as volume of ash. So I'll dip it into each and I'll show you what it looks like. And I'll show you the paper on the thing later. Okay, so I'll lay that down. You can see that's not looking much better than neutral. Not much color change. You can see, oops. You can see the same thing for both wood ash, or for both charcoal briquettes. And now we'll try the wood ash from my yard. A much darker color. So viewing them from left to right, you see that's much more yellowish. And that one is very, very dark. So when I compare to this pH gradient on here, you can see this is much more around pH 7, about pH 7 to pH 8. Once you get over here to the wood ash, you can see it looks much more like pH 13 to about pH 13.5. So if you want to get lye water, if you want to get alkaline water out of wood ash, you have to go with actual wood ash. You can't go with the charcoal briquettes. The charcoal briquettes, I found out, I did a little bit of research on this. Charcoal briquettes are not pure wood. Now, they're made of wood pulp, they're made of binders, but they also include anthracite coal. Anthracite coal is the type of coal that you would see particularly used in a power plant. Now, the good thing about anthracite coal is it burns very long, and you can get a lot of energy out of it. But the bad thing about it is I don't think it is particularly alkaline. I tried to find some information on it. I really couldn't find anything that said that it was alkaline. I came across a study out of Pennsylvania where they took water samples out of a mine, out of an anthracite mine, and they actually found that the water discharges were actually pH 5, which is somewhat acidic. So I have a feeling that there may be a neutralization going on between the anthracite and the actual wood pulp that is in these briquettes. That's just my current opinion. Plus, there was also something done on anthracite ash many, many years ago. I think it was in 1908. They actually had surgeons actually dress surgical wounds with anthracite ash, and they found that there was no particular reactivity with the skin or any kind of irritation, so it was moderately successful for the time. So with that, I hardly believe that you're going to get anything highly reactive out of this, which would be a very alkaline or a very acidic substance. So that about concludes what I found. So I hope you got something out of that. There's still more to come. I'm also going to try lumpwood charcoal, which are the type of charcoal bricks that you get in the bag at the store, but they are made from actual wood and only wood, usually hardwoods like oak or mesquite and things like that. Another thing I was considering doing, this is a little bit more radical, is actually these, you know those types of bedding pellets they use for horses, and they also use them for cat litter. I was actually thinking of trying to use those. I think for the most part they're made out of pine mulch or pine pulp, and I'll see if I can actually get alkaline water out of that. Who knows? But it'll be an interesting experiment anyways. All right, have a good weekend.